this is a KTV, Kapu type bandara, which is a special type of irrigation scheme, which is used for irrigation purpose for supplying water to the cities. This is a minor irrigation scheme wherein small streams which otherwise allows their flow to be wasted, they are that are dammed at places by bandaras or small weirs, and canals are taken off from them for irrigation of small areas. So inundation type of bandara. Next time, yes, what is inundation type bandara? The inundation type is the water is supplied which is used for a particular duration. The permanent type is for throughout the year, 12 months. Inundation type is for a short period, for whenever the water is required, that water is supplied for growing of the crop, or that water is maybe used for supplying water to particular cities for a particular duration. That is inundation type. समझला का? Inundation type. This is a minor irrigation scheme for irrigation of the small areas of the irrigation schemes or agricultural areas. So this type of bandaras are constructed. A series of such dams of bandaras are constructed, and the water available in the monsoon is thus made use of for supplying water to the crops. So in case in the monsoon,
Sir?
when rainfall is more. Hello? Any problem?
तर ते मशिनरीचा आवाज येतोय सर एकदम.
कशाचा?
मशिनरी.
हां हां, नाही
तुमचा आवाज व्यवस्थित येत नाही, खूपच कमी यायला आवाज तुमचा.
एक मिनिट. हां, येते आवाज आता? हॅलो?
हा, थोडं सर लाऊडली हे करा, स्पीक करा.
ओके, ठीक आहे. ठीक आहे. So this type of bandaras which are constructed in a series. Diagram में पहले पा. This type of bandaras which are constructed in a series. The series of such bandaras are constructed, and the water is available in the when water is available in the monsoon season, when the rainfall is more. In that case, that water is used for irrigation purpose, for supplying water to the crops. समझला? So this type of bandara irrigation scheme is very economical. The irrigation capacity of bandara may vary from a few hectares. Irrigation capacity किती असते? From a few hectares to about 400 hectares. Up to 400 hectares area can be irrigated by this bandara irrigation scheme. How much the hectares are irrigated? Up to 400 hectares area can be irrigated by this bandara irrigation scheme. So this is the principle of this bandara or kitty ware. The working of bandara system or kitty ware, how it is worked. Bandaras are always constructed in series, so that water spilling or from one bandara is checked by other bandara. Bandaras कसे construct केले जातात? One by one in series. So when water spilling over the bandara, one bandara, that is checked by other bandara. त्याच्या साईडला जी दुसरी बंधारा आहे ते काय करते, that bandara check the spilling of water or that bandara. So therefore these bandaras are constructed in series. Each bandara and canal taking off from bandara forms one complete unit. बंदर आणि कॅनल कॉम्बिनेशन काय काय म्हणतात, so one complete unit of the bandara, that is where the canal usually takes off from one side and water in the canal is controlled by head regulator. मग त्या जिथं बंधारा कन्स्ट्रक्ट केलेला तिथून त्या साईडला काय असतं, कॅनल कॅनल विच टेक्स दी water is conveyed to that canal, and to that canal the water is supplied to agriculture areas. So that flow of water which is controlled by head regulator. म्हणजे त्या कॅनलला काय प्रोव्हाइड केलं असतं, हेड रेग्युलेटर which controls the flow of water, how much the water is to be supplied, how much the water is to be released, that is controlled by head regulator. समजलं? The length of canal system should not be more than 8 kilometer. कॅनलची लेंथ किती असते, 8 kilometer length. The length of canal system should not be more than 8 kilometer. Up to 8 kilometer the length of canal is provided. The canal terminates in low-lying area commanded by bandara. कुठे ते the low-lying area आहे where the water is not required in the area. Up to that the canal is terminated. The canal terminates in the low-lying area. This low-lying area is termed as thal. त्या low-lying area ला काय म्हणायचं, thal, THAL, thal. There these canals are terminated. So when this type of system is introduced and developed, the farmers can maintain themselves. So when this bandar system which is introduced and developed, the farmers can maintain themselves. Farmers can use the water of the from that bandar for irrigation purpose. So this is the working of bandara system. समजलं working? त्यानंतर design of bandara, design of the Kolhapur type bandara, how it is designed. The bandara should be designed as a low dam. So as we have designed gravity dam आपण पाहिलं second unit मध्ये, gravity dam, earthen dam, that we have studied the design procedure for gravity dam and earthen dam. So bandara should be designed as a low dam. Low dam म्हणजे काय तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, low dam, high gravity dam. So this bandara or where which is designed as a low dam, it is usually trapezoidal in shape. The shape of this bandara is having trapezoidal shape with upstream face vertical. Upstream face कैसा है, vertical है, and downstream face having slope. The downstream slope is having 1:2 to 1:5. Vertical face, upstream face कैसा है, vertical. Downstream face having, it is sloping side, having slope 1:2 to 1:5. The crest width of the bandara should be kept equal to root of h. The total height of the h is the total height of bandara. The crest width में top width, जी बंदरा जी top width है, ये width कितनी कितनी कहते हैं, root of height of bandara. Capital H is the height of bandara. So this crest width is minimum up to 1.2 meter. समझला? This is second design, second consideration in the design. The first consideration अपन vertical face कैसा है, vertical upstream face of the bandara is vertical and downstream face is having slope of 1:2 to 1:5. Second consideration in the design, crest width is having root of h, which is taken up to 1.2 meter. And third, discharge flowing over bandara is given by equation डिस्चार्ज कसं काढायचं? दॅट इज गिवन बाय दिस इक्वेशन. कॅपिटल क्यू इज इक्वल टू 1.7 इंटू एल इंटू एच रेस टू 3/2. हा डिस्चार्ज काढण्याचा फॉर्म्युला आहे. ठीक आहे. क्यू इज इक्वल टू 1.7 इंटू एल इंटू एच रेस टू 3/2. त्यामध्ये एल म्हणजे काय? कॅपिटल एल. एल इज द लेंथ ऑफ बंदराची लेंथ, टोटल लेंथ ऑफ दॅट बंदरा, कॅपिटल एल. And small h is the height of water above the crest of bandara in meter. Water level. Crest level च्या वर, crest of the bandara, above that the water level, the depth of water above the crest of the bandara, which is calculated in meters. And q is the discharge in cumex, cubic meter per second. Discharge is measured in cumex. समझला? This is the third consideration in the design. And scoring sluices which are having size 1 meter by 1.2 meter. These scoring sluices which are provided at regular intervals, at suitable intervals, to clear the silt. If there is a silt formation that may occur, that silt is removed through this scoring sluices that are provided within the weir having size 1 meter by 1.2 meter. So these are various design provisions which are made in the design of the bandara. Design of KT weir is done like this. समझलं का? Design of bandara, design of KT weir. बंदराची अपस्ट्रीम फेस कसं आहे? वर्टिकल आहे. फर्स्ट डिझाईन कन्सिडरेशन इज अपस्ट्रीम फेस इज वर्टिकल, डाउनस्ट्रीम फेस इज हॅव्हिंग स्लोप 1:2 to 1:5. फ्रेश वेट किती प्रोव्हाइड केले जाते? रूट ऑफ एच अप टू 1.2 मीटर. डिस्चार्ज कसं काढतात? क्यू इज इक्वल टू 1.7 इंटू एल इंटू एच रेस टू 3/2. अँड स्कोरिंग sluices having size 1 meter by 1.2 meter which are provided at suitable interval. These are the various design provisions which are made in the construction and design of the KT weir, Kolhapur type weir or Kolhapur type bandara. Was there any difficulty in this? This is a working principle and design of the KT weir. Any difficulty? Difficulty? Right, 70 has the fourth design consideration. Scoring sluices which are provided within the dam having size 1 meter by 1.2 meter, which is provided at regular intervals, at suitable intervals, to avoid the to remove the silt. So during sedimentation or silt formation, that silt that may be removed through this scoring sluices to avoid the silting of the reservoir. So that silt which is deposited at the bed of the that reservoir, so that silt that is removed from this sluices which are provided with the size of 1 meter by 1.2 meter. समझला? Any difficulty in this? समजलं का सगळ्यांना? Any difficulty? Please ask. समजलं का? Working and design of the Kolhapur type bandara. In the exam they may ask working and construction of this.
तर ते फॉर्म्युला कसं आले?
Hello.
फॉर्म्युला
कशाचा?
डिस्चार्ज फ्लोइंग ओव्हर बंधारा.
Discharge is calculated by this equation 1.7 into L into H raised to 3 by 2. Okay. So in the exam, they may ask working and construction, working and design and construction of this Kolhapur type weir. You have to write this working principle and design of the bandara, how it is done. Okay. समजलं का इथपर्यंत? राऊत, भोसले, समजलं का? बैरवाडे, शीतल बैरवाडे, श्रद्धा सुरवसे, सोनाली पाटील, प्रियंका पुला. प्लीज रिप्लाय. महेश साळुंके, शैलेश जाधव. Any difficulty in this? समजलं का? Any difficulty?
सर आवाजच व्यवस्थित येत नाही सर. हॅलो.
हा, आवाज येत नाही का? हॅलो, आवाज येते?
हा ते मग काय तर तसं होतंय. 15-20 मिनिट झाले सर, ते प्रॉब्लेमच यायला काय तर दुसरं
ओके ओके.
मशिनरीचा आवाज येतोय. आवाज आधी व्यवस्थित करा सर.
ओके ओके. आता येते का आवाज? हॅलो. ओके.
तर मागून मशिनरीचा आवाज येतोय सर. एफएम रेडिओ सारखा आवाज येतोय.
हा, ते इकोचा प्रॉब्लेम असेल त्यामुळे. मशिनरी नाही येत, मशीन्स नाही, मशीनचा आवाज येत नाही, ते इकोचा आवाज येत. ओके. So after this we have covered this Blythe script theory, Khosla's theory, and design and construction of the Kolhapur type weir. इथपर्यंत काय अडचण आहे का? प्लीज आस्क. हॅलो, समजलं का इथपर्यंत? Any difficulty? Please ask. Hello. आवाज येतोय आता? हॅलो.
सर येतोय आता व्यवस्थित.
हां, ओके. तर मी पीसीला कनेक्ट केलं होतं मायक्रोफोन. आता ते मोबाईलला अटॅच केलंय. समजलं का? वर्किंग प्रिन्सिपल अँड डिझाइन ऑफ द बंधारा. In the exam they may ask design, working and design of the KT weir. Okay. So after this we have covered this Unit 5, wears on permeable foundations. काय अडचण आहे का यामध्ये? हॅलो, ओके. Now we are starting Unit 6, canals and canal structures. So in first unit we have seen dams and reservoirs. In second unit we have seen gravity dam, its design. Then earthen dam, third unit. Fourth unit is spillways and outlet through dams. Fifth unit is the wears on permeable foundation. And sixth one is canals and canal structures. So what are the canals? First we'll see the definition of the canal. So what is canal? Canal is an artificial channel. It is artificial structure, generally trapezoidal in shape. Shape of the canal is trapezoidal shape, which is constructed on the ground to carry water to the fields, either from river or from tank or reservoir. So canal which is provided within the weir or barrages within the dam structure. The purpose of construction of these canals to take water from the dams, and it is that water is conveyed to these canals, and the water is used for supplying water to the crops, or for that water may be conveyed to the particular irrigation field where crops are grown. The canals, which are the artificial structures or channels. Channel, artificial channel. The shape कसा है? Trapezoidal shape. These are constructed on the ground to carry water, or to supply the water to irrigation fields or agriculture areas where water is required for growing of the crops. So that water is conveyed from the river or from tank or reservoir, which is constructed adjoining to the dam structure. So to convey the water, to carry the water from the reservoir or river, that is conveyed to irrigation fields. So that structure is which is known as canal. That structure ला काय म्हणायचं? Canal. Similar definition: canal is an artificial channel which is having trapezoidal shape constructed on the ground to carry the water to the irrigation fields. That water which is taken from river or from tank or reservoir. That structure is known as canal structure. Similar definition: so what is the classification of the canals? How these canals are classified? So classification is based on the nature of supply of water, nature of source of supply. So based on the source of supply, the canals are classified into permanent canal and inundation canal. So permanent canal and inundation canal, यामध्ये दिलेलं पहा, what is the meaning of inundation canal and permanent canal? The canal is said to be permanent when it is fed by permanent source of supply. permanent source of supply जे source तुम्ही use केलं असेल, it may be a river from the reservoir. So it is supplied throughout the year. The water is fed by a permanent source of supply. That uh, that that canal is said to be permanent canal. समजलं permanent canal म्हणजे काय? The canal which is said to be permanent when it is fed by permanent source of supply. That is known as permanent canal. So the canal is well made up, regular graded channel with desired grade. These canals are designed having trapezoidal shape. It has also permanent masonry works for regulation and distribution of the supply. The masonry may be concrete structure or masonry structures. The permanent canal is also sometimes known as perennial canal. When the sources from which canal takes is an ice-fed perennial river, is called as perennial canal. When the canal takes that canal takes the source of supply, that is ice-fed perennial river. Ice-fed perennial river, that is a source of supply. From that source, the water is conveyed. Therefore, it is called perennial canal. Throughout the year, the water is supplied. The permanent source, which is used as a river. This is the permanent canal. So inundation canal म्हणजे काय? Inundation canals usually draw their supplies from rivers whenever there is a high stage in the river. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस highest water level असेल, so level of the water may vary season to season or throughout the year. There may be fluctuation in the river. So during high supply or during the maximum water level, at that time that water is used. The water is for irrigation purpose or for supplying water to the cities. That water may be used for drinking purpose or for growing of the crops. That is the inundation canal. So inundation canals in which the source of supply is river, and whenever there is a high stage in the river, that water may be used for the supplying water to the crops or for irrigation. So during low stage, that water may not be used. During high stage or during maximum water level, at that time that water is used for supplying water to the irrigation purpose. So this is the difference between permanent canal and inundation canal. समजलं का difference दोन्हीमध्ये काय? Permanent canal in which permanent source of supply is used. In inundation canal, the source of supply may be when the water level is high in the river. At that time, that water is used for supplying to the crops, or that may be used for irrigation or for drinking purpose. That water is used. So in this inundation canals, they are not provided with any headworks for diversion of the river water to the canal. त्यामुळे headworks use केलेले नाहीये for diversion of the river water to the canal. In this canal, head regulator is provided to maintain the flow of water or to regulate the flow of the water. Head regulator is provided. The head of the canal has to be changed sometimes to suit the changing pattern of the river course. The head of the canal that it is changed to suit the changing pattern of the river course. So depending upon the changing pattern of the river, so the head of the canal is changed whenever required. समजलं difference? Permanent canal म्हणजे काय? Permanent canal is the canal when it is fed by a permanent source of supply. The permanent source of supply that may be used as a river. So whenever throughout the year for 12 months, that water is used for supplying water to the irrigation field and for supplying water to the cities. So in inundation canal, it is for short duration. Whenever there is a highest level of the water in the reservoir, then that water, raised water, is used for irrigation. That water is supplied to the irrigation. This is for short duration. This is the difference between permanent canal and perennial canal, inundation canal. Permanent canal is also known as perennial canal. Some other difference is the classification based on the nature of source of supply. Then classification based on the financial output. My financial output yield किती आहे किंवा depending upon the yield of the crops, depending upon its productivity, financial output किती आहे. They are classified into two types: productive canal and protective canal. Productive canals म्हणजे काय? Productive canals are those which yield a net revenue to nation after full development of the irrigation in the area. So after the irrigation development in the particular area, that canal which is net revenue to the nation, it leads to the economical growth. Productive canals construct केल्यावर it will generate the yield. It will generate the income. Revenue will be generated. So that revenue will be useful for development of that area, or that may be useful for the national growth. So that is called productive canals, which yield net revenue to the nation or state. So protective canal म्हणजे काय? Is a sort of relief work constructed with the idea of protecting particular area from the famine. The protective canal म्हणजे it protects the particular area, relief work during the period of famine ज्यावेळी दुष्काळ असेल किंवा when there is a flood situation. So these canals act as a protection. It acts as a protective canal. It provides the protection to the people adjoining to the residing at the canal structure, dam structure. It is a sort of relief work constructed with the idea of protecting particular area from famine. In case of famine, these canals act as a provides the relief. They provide relief to a particular area. In case of famine, the water is converted to this canal and they are supplied to that area where water is required. These are the protective canals. Some of the difference between productive canals. Productive canals are the which yield the net revenue to the nation after full development of the irrigation in the area. irrigation development of the area. So it generates the revenue. So protective canals protects the area from famine. That are called protective canals. समझ लो, classification based on financial output. That they are classified as productive canal and protective canal. समझ लो difference productive canal and protective canal. Third, classification based on function of the canal. So they are classified into 5 types. Classification based on function of the canal, for which purpose it is used. In that, irrigation canal hai, carrier canal, feeder canal, navigation canal, and power canal. These are the 5 types. So in that, irrigation canal, which is used for irrigation purpose, for supplying water to the growing crops. So various types of crops are taken throughout the year in various seasons, like wheat, cotton, maize, or any other type of crop. So that is used for growing of the crops. That is called irrigation canal. It is used for irrigation. Therefore, it is called irrigation canal. The water is conveyed through that canal, and they are conveyed to particular agricultural areas where water is required for supplying water to the crops, for growing of the crops. These are the irrigation canals which are used for irrigation purpose. Second one is carrier canal. Carrier canals which are used for conveying water or for supplying water to particular purpose, for supplying water to particular cities or for irrigation. So water is conveyed to that canal from the reservoir. Third one is feeder canal. In this, water is supplied. Water is taken out from the reservoir and it is fed to particular area for irrigation purpose or for supplying water to the particular cities or towns. This type is called feeder canal. Fourth one is navigation canal.